Hi there, thank you so much for joining me today. This video is going to be hopefully a quick how-to on how to get more volume and body in your hair. I've been getting a lot of really lovely comments from people saying that they like my hair and they're wondering how I'm getting so much body, and so I thought I'd do a quick video on how to do that. It's really easy. All I use is a crap ton of dry shampoo. I use a brush and a certain technique when I blow dry it. So let's just get started. So to give you an idea of what I'm working with, my hair is naturally straight. I feel like I have a lot of hairs on my head, but it's very thin hairs and very fine, and it also just gets weighed down very easily with product, and it also looks oily really quickly. This is second day hair. I washed my hair yesterday morning, or maybe the night before that, so it might be technically third day hair, and I do have some oil in my hair. You can definitely see it's a little greasy. So the number one thing I'm going to do first is I'm going to put a crap ton of dry shampoo in my roots. You can use any dry shampoo you like, anything that works for your hair color or your hair type or anything like that. I do have a video about my favorite affordable dry shampoos, and I'll link that above. You can even use baby powder, whatever works for you, whatever you have on hand. I'm actually going to put my dry shampoo in off camera, and then I'll be right back. Alright, so I just put some dry shampoo in my hair, and what I do is whenever I'm applying the dry shampoo, number one, I do it in a different room so that I can leave and not breathe in the fumes, but also I just take my thumb and I start at the back and I grab one section, spray it into my roots, go down a little bit more, create a new section, spray into my roots. Then I kind of do the same thing in the back. I spray underneath, create a section, spray underneath. Then I kind of put my hair back like this. I spray a little bit right here on either side so that you can get some right there so that it doesn't look greasy at all, like right at the beginning. I find that that's where I get the greasiest anyway, like right around where my hair is near my face. A big thing if you have darker hair and you want to get out the powdery look, sometimes just using a hair dryer and blowing some hot air through your roots, kind of using your hand to zhuzh through your hair, will help everything blend in a little bit better and help the dry shampoo like really get worked into your hair. So the next thing I'm going to do is try and create some more volume around the front part of my hair where it's closest to my face. I do have some longer bangs. If you don't have bangs, just grab the section that's like at the front of your hair. So just grab like that front piece on either side and do the same thing I'm gonna do, and it'll give you similar results. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to separate my bangs from the rest of my hair. And then what I'm going to do is, I have a little bit of water here in a little glass. I'm just going to pour a teeny bit of it in my hand, work it between my hands, and make sure I get my bangs kind of wet. Okay. Then this is a great look, huh? Then I'm going to take a brush. This is just like one of the wet brushes, and it is like a paddle brush. Ideally, you would want a round brush. If you have one, maybe use that and it'll give you better results. I need to get one. I just don't have one. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the bristles on the brush and like kind of work them into the roots. And then I'm going to put the hair dryer right here. And as I push down, as I comb through the hair, I'm going to kind of turn the top of this paddle outward. So I'm going to go like this as I dry it. So let me show you with the hair dryer. And you don't have to put the hair dryer on high. You don't have to use a ton of heat. I use it on low heat and on the lowest setting, and that way I'm not like burning my hair. But if you can see, it kind of creates like a more rounded effect. Okay? And you can do this for the rest of your hair too if you feel like that's what you like. But for me, the dry shampoo is kind of enough to have in my roots, and then the rest of it is just zhuzhing your hair. And I don't know exactly I don't even know how to spell zhuzh, but you guys know what I mean. You just kind of take your hands and you run through your scalp and you kind of just do it yourself. And so having the bangs naturally curl out that way and kind of go up a little bit helps make it look like you have more hair than you do, and just makes it look like it's a little bit more fuller. Going like this and then pushing it back out a little bit kind of makes it look like it's got a lot more volume and looks like it's really styled and put together, even though you really only just did the front part of your hair. Just getting used to doing that with your hair often. I like using dry shampoos to put in my hair instead of like a texturizing powder, because I find that some texturizing powders Like, they do a really good job at adding volume, but then you can't really get your fingers in your hair. Like, it's just like too sticky that you can't run your fingers through your hair. I think this look is nice for someone like me because it doesn't look overtly done. It's still touchable, it's still workable, it moves as I move. It just looks a little bit more easygoing, and also just makes it look like I naturally have big voluminous hair. If you're a hairstylist or someone who knows a little bit more about hair than I do, and you have some other tips that you'd like to share, please do so in the comments. Any advice you can give us, I would really appreciate. But in the meantime, that's everything I have. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys!